would be very useful to know because our
Yeah.
students don't really know Google because they can't access it. And same for ChatGPT. I am fascinated by AI tools that Chinese students use. I completely,
I think
the
the big one now is DeepSeek.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
But that's fairly new, isn't it?
Very new, and but it's free and it's open to everybody.
Oh, you need a Chinese phone number to log in.
Yes, but I mean, you don't have to have a VPN.
Yeah.
Mitchell, we can see your name, but we don't know if you can access us. Still seems, now he seems to have gone again. Sorry. So yeah, we've got this point that although the the research is done in China, students are still referring to tools that are supposedly not accessible to them, but clearly are accessible
Mhm.
as they use them or discuss them anyway. If they're using VPNs or whatever, should we be looking at EI tools with them?
I think Mitchell's back.
Oh,
I think it's an interesting question as well, is like, should we be looking at AI tools with them? I know we have some conflict with people saying, well, it looks like we're encouraging them if we do, but then if you don't, they maybe don't use them critically enough. So I think the idea of producing prompts is maybe interesting as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, and maybe this is something we can all have a chat about later about how different universities
Mm.
are using it, different modules within universities. It is difficult because I do think that students will use it, whether or not whether or not they're technically allowed to. And you can't really prove whether or not a student has used it. So, if there are some, I'm hoping to get some good tips on maybe how to use this in the classroom today.
I certainly think Chang Xiangmin is makes a good point that the VPN is not allowed in China by law, so we kind of can't be
No,
recommending
we
anything.
absolutely can't
No.
be recommending, but for things like DeepSeek, I think,
It's fine, yeah.
yeah, our students have
Yes.
accounts, I think,
Yeah, yeah, they do.
through
They
their
do.
university. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. I think we're good with the
We,
quotes.
I'll stop
we,
sharing. Okay, we were
yeah.
using this. I'll stop sharing. Okay, there you go.
One question people wanted to know, Mitchell, was whether you did this research in China or not.
Yes, so this was all in China. So this was those 28 different universities in China, the mainland as well as Hong Kong and Macau. So all of China, try to get a whole greater China picture. So yeah, this came from students at somewhere. They're just from all different universities. Yeah. So now we see kind of why students are using AI. We can go back to the Padlet, I guess, for a little bit, see some final things that people were talking about. But
Yeah,
yeah,
something that came out of that as well, because we were looking at the Padlet while you were frozen, is
yeah.
people were wondering about how students were saying Chat GPT and Google specifically. Um,
But they're
so
not
I guess
allowed.
students are using VPNs potentially.
So there is some AI that is allowed in China. So of course, DeepSeek is really kind of newish and it's getting really popular really fast. There's also this one called Kimi. Some students have VPNs, so they can use ChatGPT and stuff like that. But yeah, anything that I share with you guys today will be stuff that is able to be used in China. And of course, you can use it in China. You can use it wherever. Yeah, so students in China can have VPNs. They're kind of illegal, but they're kind of it's like a gray area. It's kind of weird. It's very don't ask, don't tell, very hush. But yeah, cool.
Okay,
All right, so we
great.
saw that. I'm gonna skip down the quotes. So now let's move on to some things. So now that we saw like how students, or maybe some ideas like why students might use AI, how they use it, as well as like some things that they use with ChatGPT or Quillbot and stuff. So I'll move on to this question. We can plug in the group chat for maybe a minute or two. What are some ways that we can help students use AI correctly and effectively? What are some ideas that how we can help them use it? Or should we just ban AI? You guys leave some stuff in the comment box. Let's see what we get in comments. Are we going to just say ban AI? Are we going to say, yeah, banning won't help? No ban on AI. Yeah, no, it's going to be so funny if we try to ban that. Some time assessments. Go back to the paper and pen, no computer, no, like, very exam oriented. Students are going to find ways to use it anyway. Teach them how to use it. The rules with it, critical thinking is what needed. Yep. Oral assessments. Very good, Dr. Andy. Yeah, banning's not going to help. Yeah, all kinds of good stuff. Modeling it, how to use it right. Okay, great. Okay, cool. I'm going to move on. How to use it correctly. Cool. So here are some of my ideas and the things that we try at my university and some ideas that I know other universities try. Okay, great. So one thing that a lot of people talk about are AI checkers like Quillbot and stuff. The thing is with these, they're not always reliable. I threw in one paper that I got published 4 or 5 years ago into Quillbot, and it came up as 18% AI, which I'm like, what? Like ChatGPT wasn't even around then, and I only started messing with AI like last year. What my university does is we have students make mind maps and then drafts, and they pretty much make a portfolio for their writing assignments. So pretty much we give them a topic, like, do an argument, and then they pick up whatever they want to argue about, like argue why after school classes should not be allowed. And then they make a mind map, they write down, they draw their ideas, how their ideas are all connected and stuff. Then they make a draft. See if my video works.
Mitchell, can I just check if you think you're sharing your screen, because you're not.
I'm not sharing my screen.
I can see the
I
screen.
can see his screen.
I can see it.
Oh, people can see screen. I can't. Okay, I can see it now.
see it
Thank you
too.
very much. Okay, that's
Okay.
great. I didn't realize. Okay, fantastic.
Cool.
You are
Yeah.
sharing your screen, Mitchell. Excuse me.
Okay, yes, so no problem at all. It's good to clear that up. So yeah, so pretty much my university kind of helps. We pretty much can see students go from brainstorming to they start putting their ideas into writing form, into an essay, and then we start seeing them how they progress to a final product. That's what my university does. Some universities also do oral defenses, which is like, a viva, like, we sit down, we discuss your idea, your work. And like, if I ask you, how long did you think about this idea? Why did you not think about this idea? Where did this idea come from? If you struggle to tell me that, it kind of raises a flag, like, that seems like AI. So that doesn't seem like your idea exactly. And that kind of raises issues that we need to talk about. Also guiding monitor students. So encourage them to use it correctly, but also like show them like what is right, what's not right. Discuss why we think that is the way it is. We want you to build your language, not just show that you can use AI and stuff like that. Not just translating stuff that's not improving your language. A few more ideas. AI in the rubric. Pretty much we have students grade an AI generated text. So I ask ChatGPT or whatever to make me a little paragraph about something, and then I ask students it based on the rubric that we use for them. Usually they will see that it doesn't always match up well. As well, also with this, I would have them maybe compare an AI text with a non-AI text. So something that a student made, let's say maybe last year or 2 years ago, and then see the differences. And then once again, you can kind of grade it and talk about which one's good, which one's not good, and why. And it's really fun. I've done this with students before. It's very fun seeing them see that the AI does not get the best grade, and then dive into AI doesn't know what the teacher wants and stuff like that. And also some little quizzes or tasks, which is pretty much you ask them kind of questions. Hey, try this with AI, try this with ChatGPT or whatever, and see what it gives you. And then and then we compare those answers to these questions and discuss why it gave this answer and what can it be like and stuff. A couple little things like that. So those are some of my ideas. All right, so we're gonna try some of this stuff out. Here's another Padlet thing. Now there's gonna be two texts. One's gonna be yellow, one's gonna be purple. One is from AI and one is from a student. I want you guys to put a heart, so you can put a little heart next to the text or under the text that you think is from a student. So heart the student. Give the student a heart. We're gonna kind of do a voting thing. So give the student one a heart. And also at the bottom, you can comment what makes you think this is AI or what makes you think that this is a student. All right. And I'll put the QR code in the chat and I'll let you guys scan the QR code as well. But yeah. Copy. Cool. I see people like comment and stuff. I'm like, I can't read all the comments. I'm sorry. I'll read them later. All right. So the QR code's there. The link's in there. Now let's go to. I'll give you guys some time. If you like can't do the QR code or can't scan or can't do the link, here are those texts. I'll just pull them up. Yellow and purple. That's how they are there. You can also use the chat box to comment like which one you think's a student and stuff. And then we'll check out the Padlet and maybe after a minute or so. And I'm going to go back through the comments now. Okay, we have 74 people. Wow. All right, and I am gonna get the Padlet and see what's going on over there. So we're done with that one. Nope, we haven't done that one yet. So now we're to this one. Oh, look at that. We got 50-50 right now between which side. So right now we have a tie between them. Oh, now the yellow's got one more. Oh, no, now we're back to a tie. Wow. So give a heart to the one that you think is a student. So heart the student. Give the student a heart. Wow. See, now this leads into one of my next points. Actually, is it's becoming quite difficult. It's becoming increasingly difficult, really, to tell what's what. AI is getting better. AI is getting very good at looking real, which is supposed to be, right? Yep, just like Carl said in the chat. So we have supportive links commenting that the yellow one looks more higher education style. The other one seems more formalic, like an algorithm would create. Sorry, I have a speech problem. Comes up every now and then. But cool. Wow, we're about 50-50. So in L, kind of left a comment to Cora about how do we know AI is getting better. Well, in the past, AI would make like the references or the citations in the text would look very weird. They would look maybe fake. And sometimes if they would make a reference list, it would be totally fake. It would be hallucinated is a term that people call it. It's just, it looks very real, but if you try to find like the journal or whatever, it's fake. It's not a real journal. So that now it has gotten to the point now where it can do stuff like this, where it looks real and like these are real journals and these are real authors that I've looked up and stuff. All right, I'm gonna call time. This is written tone, feels like higher education Chinese students. The use of linking words, the other one sounds a bit more like AI. Cool. All right, so 22 for purple. So it looks like we got more towards the purple side, being the student. All right, great. And that is correct. So the purple is a student at my university from last year. And I got his permission and everything. I just saw him in the hallway too. We're quite friendly. So yeah, so the purple one is a student from last year, and the yellow is ChatGPT from over the summer.